our affiliation with the United Nations and our other partnerships. And I also want to talk to you about a little more about branding. But first of all, I'd like to just come back to what my honoured colleague has already said. You said that words are more important, that words are what we do. We can create the best goal in the world, and we could have a goal to build a monument that reaches to the moon. But if we don't do it, those words are meaningless. Our brand is about what we do. Since 1954, we've been affiliated with the UN. The reason we are affiliated with the UN is because they saw a track record of achievement, of making impact, of having goals that were achieved through actions. That's why it's our actions that are so much more important than our simple words. Talk is cheap, but actually what is better is showing who we are through our brand. Now, my colleague Patrick mentioned about our Nothing But Nets campaign. Nothing But Nets, set out as one of the Millennium Development Goals of the UN to combat HIV, AIDS, malaria and disease. That's why we're doing it. It's ingrained in everything we do. And it's so important that people see us taking action, living up to our promises. Our brand is what we do.
Of course. You mentioned Nothing But Nets project, and actually GCI reaches it through communication, the problem of malaria to others. Other than words, communication.
Thank you for making that point. I'd like to maybe reiterate something which my colleague said earlier. If it was nothing but talk, what would we achieve? Actually, what we achieved was making an impact in communities through our actions to help malaria. That was why it was important, our action, not our talk. If I may make one more point, I want to talk to you about brands. Now, out of curiosity, how many people in this room have a BlackBerry mobile phone? A couple. I'm going to guess if I was to ask how many have Samsungs or iPhones, that number would be huge. There's a reason for that. It's because those companies lived up to what they said they were going to do. They said they'd be innovative, and they were. They said their products were better, and that's another debate, but most people would argue that they are. The reason BlackBerry failed is they were nothing but talk. They kept saying they're going to come out with a new invention, and they failed. For us, our brand has to be our actions, or we will fail. That is why I beg you to support this motion. Thank you.
Dear friends, thank you that you listened. Now, GCI Ukraine, it's so much important for us. Please, receive your hands. GCI slogan, brand, is us. Thank you. The mission GCI is to improve young people, to create positive change, and to inspire them. Please, receive your hands. Who brand GCI? It's important. Thank you, my friends. It's really a pleasure. Please, open your hands. Who mission GCI is inspiring. Thank you, my friends. Please, raise your hands. Who GCI missions is personal missions, like me. Thank you. Please, raise your hands. Who brand GCI is personal brand, like me. Mission declare our actions. Declaration is words, and my words is first. Thank you, my friends.
Hello everyone again. We stated in our definition that the JCI brand we were defining for the debate was related to our vision. And we have not heard any arguments from the other side to suggest otherwise. Their argument is all based on how important words are. And of course words are important. We must talk about JCI. Of course, we must publicise what we're doing. Of course, talking is communicating. But what we have stated throughout all of this is that brand is not a word. Brand is something you do, as my colleagues have said. We need our actions to build our brand. Now, the colleague over here, she said about communicating the words, some good points, and I agree, we need to communicate the words, but we need to have a task to create the impact. We have to have something to talk about. A brand is useless without actions. Now, Patrick went on to explain that we don't have a marketing department. We're not a corporate organisation, so we've not got that resource, so you can't compare us to other types of brands. What our resource is what we do. As Patrick said, projects globally, but also locally, what we do every day in our local chapters. That is who we are, and we have to do that by doing. Amy then went on to say about our track record with the UN. No other organisation is allowed to hold that logo as we do. The UN would not allow us to work in partnership if we weren't acting, and our brand was not through everything we've done, the track record that Amy spoke about. And this is why everything we have said relates to your actions. Actions speak louder than words. And for these reasons, we beg today, ladies and gentlemen, that you support our motion that the JCI brand is not who we say we are, but what we do. Thank you.
Dear opposition, thank you for your passion and actions. But in order to create actions, we need people who will follow us to create actions. Without a team, actions are nothing. We can't go on with the project if we don't have a team behind. To motivate people, we need words, and we are talking not about JCI, we are talking about JCI brand. And as I stated in the beginning, brand is a marketing tool. And we need to communicate how we create impact. We need to communicate our goal, as Alla mentioned, and we need to inspire people. And you were talking that we are not a marketing department. I'm a little bit disappointed to hear that, and I hope every local chapter, they have a membership team, which I defined as a marketing department in every corporation. And I hope they are using the right words to communicate JCI mission and to communicate how we empower young people to create impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Scotland and to Ukraine for that incredible debate.